Score 16.
Doubling so far for Kevin, not great. Nothing from 7.
And this has to go.
Oh, how does he find this? He's going to need a sat-nav.
Because Lipscomb's 2 from 3.
Game shot on the third leg.
That's a
Kevin
good dart.
Blomber.
That was a good dart.
76.
No wonder it didn't go for me, Nico. Sleep never happened. Almost allergic to it.
Double top for Blomber.
Game
And
shot
that
on
is
the
the
fifth
best
leg.
dart
Kevin Blomber.
of this contest so far because it gives Kevin a break of throw and a chance to serve it out.
Score
This was at
120.
The first dart thrown at it. Can he pull one out the fire? Tops.
80.
Oh, the wire.
Bent it.
Kevin, you
clattered off
require
of it.
38.
Like a Chris Smalling header from last night for Roma. Hit the bar. Double 16. Been up and down in this region in this first game of the night.
He's giving that a long look, isn't he, Nico?
Telling it off. Is he hitting it over the top? He
Game
is.
shot
And he's getting
and
a
the match,
first
Kevin
2
Blomber.
points of the campaign, and he worked super hard for that. It was not vintage Kevin Blomber from what we've seen over the course of the week, but it is 2 points to start things off. And he didn't have a great average. He didn't have a great percentage on the checkouts, but what he has got is a first win, and he's on the ladder. When we come back after the break, it will be Ryan Finesse from Salisbury taking on one of the other graduates from Group A, Martijn Dragt, to say the least.
One of them James Richardsons that went in, went out, and went back in again.
Is this in?
80.
And because it's not, we
Martijn,
might have our first
you require
4-0 of
40.
the night.
Game shot.
What a great
and the
performance
match,
from Martijn Dragt.
Dragt.
He has just delivered 60 darts in that match to give himself a 4-0 victory, a 100.2 average. You don't need me to tell you that that's even 15 darters for the 4 legs that have been played. And that's the best performance in a game from him all week long. So that's a statement sent to the rest of Group B by the Dutchman. There's only one more player to introduce to you for the first time tonight, and it is a Super Series legend. Here comes Colin Osborne. Or something like that.
Isn't that funny? I thought I was the only one that had different watches for different
Game
seasons.
shot on the first leg.
there you
Colin Osborne.
I rode the Rolex out in the height of summer.
In a place that has a lot of palmos.
It is Middlesbrough.
Beautiful dart from Colin for double 12.
Game shot on the
And
third
wow,
leg.
what a
Colin
performance this
Osborne.
is.
3 consecutive 14 darters, Nico.
It shows
Colin,
that
you
he's not
require 10.
at ease with the fact that he's 3-0 up. He knows that with all his experience, he
Game
wants to
shot
get rid of
and
these
the
matches
match,
as soon as
Colin
possible.
Osborne.
It's 2 points for the Wizard, and it's the maximum leg difference in his first game here in week 4 as well. 98.56 is an average we've seen more than 3 or 4 times this week, registered by 4-0 victories. It's another one for the Wizard, and another 4-0 for us tonight, 2 in a row in fact. So when we come back, Kevin Blomber will be back after winning the first game of the night, and he's up against Ryan Finesse, still looking for his first leg here this evening.
Yeah, well, maybe not Willie Borland, but incredible to think.
Game shot on the fourth leg. Ryan
Right.
Finesse.
Sorry, Nico. 15.
Bit
98.
sinister. 98 and plenty of time as well.
78.
That'll do.
Yeah,
He
it
didn't
works.
want to leave double 10, but that will do. And if he hits that double 10 with the first dart, it will be his 13 darter.
100.
And he will
Ryan,
add his
you're
name
required
to the
20.
list of people who have beaten Kevin Blomber this week. There haven't been many.
Game
And he
shot
has added his
and
name
a
to it
match,
with the only
Ryan
14 darter
Finesse.
of the contest. He played really well there, did Ryan Finesse, averaging 93.34. His doubles were excellent, and he did get a high checkout of 108, so there was a lot to admire there, especially with the only maximums in the match as well. So he's on the board with 2 points, and it's Adam Lipscomb who is the only person without points so far, but Martijn Dragt and Colin Osborne, one of those players, will add to their total in our 5th game after the break. What a lie.
Like he's running in quicksand.
140. Colin, you require 88.
This is a massive moment in the match, Nico.
It really is. Got to guarantee the bullseye. What kind of sauce is this?
63.
The wrong colour.
Martijn, you require 20.
Heard the wire. Double 5. When he threw that, he thought it was in. There was an extra prod there. And he has one in. That's a big dart for a 3-1 lead against the group favourite. If Osborne can click this 25, oh no. Double 2.
21.
Oh,
Martijn, you require 16.
Finding the double, he was making sure. Well, he's made sure of that.
And the match,
And it is a
Martijn Dragt.
16 dart leg to win the contest against the favourite to win this group, Colin Osborne. 86-29 for Dracht, 86-89 for Colin. But the 2 points go to the unbeaten Dracht, and he goes top of the table. When we come back, Finesse in action against Lipscomb. 180. That's it.
No tons.
Game shot.
And he won't hit any at all
match,
because that is
Lipscomb.
a great recovery from Adam Lipscomb, who averages over 91 in that 4-0 win. And he shows you, just for a second there, what it means to him. His doubling was exceptional. 4 hits from 6. And he has just got himself back in the mix. It means that 4 players in the table have 2 points and 1 has 4. And that person is playing Kevin Blomber next. And that person is Martijn Dragt. He's averaging 80.
Well, the drama Dracht has had on tops and tens, I'd be
29.
going 18 there for double 16.
Martijn, you require 20.
The way the angle his darts lie, I think double 16 is favourable target.
Well, you could easily go 12 double 4 here. There you can see that dart veering at the end. He's having to move left because of that.
15.
Oh boy.
Kevin, you
And of
require
course, if you opt for double 16,
131.
you got the breakdown. 32, 16, 8, 4, and eventually double 1.
75. Martijn,
He's
you
got to be
require
very, very
5.
careful. Remember, if Blomber can win this leg, he has the darts in the decider.
I wouldn't miss this if I were you, Martijn. He's thinking about it. He's just praying it goes in.
How can he get one in?
Game,
Well, he finds the
shot,
bottom
and the
corner.
match,
What
Martijn
a dart
Dragt.
that is from Dracht to win the match. 4 legs to 2. Ends with an average 8 points or so higher than Blomber. 86.2. The only 180s in the match. 2 of them coming from Dracht. Missed 10 darts at a double in the end. Well, we enter our final 3 matches. Up next, we start with Finesse against Osborne.
In the AFC, just like the Steelers, they're rivals. But what I do like is the look
174.
of that
Colin, you
to
require
leave 32.
125.
and the possibility of the 125 is gone. But I do like the look of those darts.
47.
A bit of bronzing,
Ryan, you require
bit of black.
32.
Looks very sharp. Is it as sharp as Ryan Finesse here in leg 1?
No score.
Ooh,
Colin, you require 78.
clear at a double to hold. Can Osborne punish 20 and tops?
Game shot of the first leg.
That's what he
Colin
does.
Osborne.
It's like everybody's got their own little drawer with their name on, and in that drawer is every barrel that person's ever had made for them.
140.
Peter
Ryan, you
Wright's
require
got his
43.
own wardrobe.
Warehouse. Yeah, I went in there and spent a bit of time with Lee, and well,
23.
well,
Colin, you
genius is a
require
word that's
68.
floated about, but I sort of described what I wanted. And like most creative artists, he went Oh, I sort of know what you mean. And then...
Game shot on the third leg, Colin.
So you were
Osborne.
saying about genius?
yeah, there was one just there. That's 3 consecutive breaks of throw and all completed in 15 darts. And then 10 minutes later he goes, "What is that the kind of thing you're talking about?" I went, "Oh my God."
That's what darts does.
Oh, very much a working class sport. Double 15.
Game shot on the sixth leg, Ryan Furness.
15 dart leg in 6 played.
On 2 at the basement of the table. This is so open, this group.
And what I'm loving about Ryan is how he's dealt with the disappointment of losing the opening. He didn't just lose the opening game. He got gubbed 4-0. And the response is outstanding. Winning legs of 15, 15, 15 and 16. He trailed 3 legs to 1 before reeling off back-to-back 15s and a 16 to get over the line. An average of just shy of 94 for Ryan Furness. And he goes from bottom into 2nd place. When we come back, penultimate match of the session, Martijn Dragt against Adam Lipscomb.
It's to take care of this match. Martijn has not lost all night.
139.
But he might suffer defeat before he goes to bed. Double 10. How valuable could they be?
Wow. How costly will they be? Because it was a great 139 just to pile on a bit of scoreboard pressure from Dracht.
Game shot on the sixth leg, Martijn Dragt.
179 in 4. A breaker throw, and we go to a
7th and final leg, Martijn
in 2 legs. Just how costly will that be? Match start 3, and he takes a step away. He desperately wants to be undefeated tonight. And that he is.
And the match,
he will top the table overnight. And Adam Lipscomb is going to have nightmares about the last couple of legs because he had shots to win that match by 4 legs to 2 and 4 legs to 3. And ultimately, he's on the wrong side of it. So he will finish the night on 2 points, and he will have more work to do on Friday night than he thought he might have to do. When we come back, it will be Osborne and Blomber finishing off our proceedings here on Thursday night and Friday morning.
Colin, you require 40.
Second attempt. And in visit 7, he could take the lead. He can't.
20. Kevin, you require
now it's visit 7 for Kevin.
Would he be in 7th heaven? He is.
Kevin Blomber.
A breaker throw and a 3-2 lead.
Skin saving time for Colin.
78.
And he's going to need a very big Friday night by the looks of it.
4.
Kevin Blomber goes into the top 3 and is now actually 2nd on the list with an even leg difference and 4 points for his efforts. He gets 50% of the wins that he craved at the start of the night. It was not a classic, but when it comes to game 10 in Group B on night 1, it's all about just amassing points that puts you in the reckoning. Osborne has more to do than Blomber, but they will be the first match when it comes to Friday night from 10 p.m. To finish up the show, we've got Henry up on the balcony talking to Chris.
Thank you very much indeed, Paul. Chris, Colin Osborne got off to such a good start tonight, but then it just kind of wavered from that point onwards.
Yeah, quite bizarre. Started off with a 98.56, looked super confident. Every aspect of his game looked to be in good nick. And then just hit a brick wall and went right off the boil, and he's in a spot of bother. You know, he was tipped as our favourite to win this group and possibly go on to win the week. He's in a world of trouble.
He most certainly is, because as we have a look at the league table now, we can see Martijn Dragt at the top of the table, the perfect night for him. And there were 4 victories and kind of different types of victories as well.
Yeah, he just showed a slightly different element to his game where he's prepared to just knuckle down and maybe win ugly. And he'd have learned a lot from playing in Group A, of course. Blomber just about rescued his night with that win over Colin Osborne, where the only real good part of that game was the finishing 4 from 7. I think Ryan is another player that will feel like he's underachieved tonight alongside Colin Osborne, who is joint bottom, only separated on 1 leg difference with Adam Lipscomb.
As for Adam Lipscomb, would he feel opportunity missed in his last game?
Yeah, for sure. He had multiple darts, I think 5 in the end to get it done. And again, it was very much the situation we've seen there with Blomber and Colin Osborne. It was all about just rescuing your night. And for me, minimum requirement is just winning 2 of your 4 matches. So, yeah, Lipscomb and Osborne got it all to do tomorrow night.
Set up quite nicely now.
It certainly is, yeah. And Group C is exactly the same. Can't pick a winner from there at the moment, with 3 of them all on 8.
Rinse, repeat, go again tomorrow. Right, we're going to get our shut eye, and we're going to be back with you at 1 o'clock tomorrow on the Modus Super Series YouTube channel before the action returns from 3 o'clock here on Sporty Stuff TV. And well, when it came to the nighttime session here at the Super Series, Martijn Dragt won 4 games.